Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Conquest Ultimate. So last episode we managed to take over Chrysalia and Terrera, as well as I think maybe get some Perfectlings. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah, we're doing pretty well. It is looking like we're having at least a decent shot at like being able to maybe grind out some Perfectlings. Like, I'm still thinking of maybe like holding these or not holding these territories and just like grinding a few Perfectlings before then finishing them off. But I've got a plan for today. First off, over here is a one of the few remaining characters that needs to be perfect linked. So I want to get him. Like, honestly, it's sort of like a whole procedure what we're gonna have to be doing here. But essentially, it's this guy. We need to get this guy. We do not have his perfect link because, well, he needed Flareon, I think, and I think only recruited him on like a run where I think only in like initial storyline. The initial storyline, you do not get access to the evolutions. Alright, let's just get you over here so you can go after that Raichu. Although he might actually be able to reach Empoleon. I'm hoping he doesn't, because I'm trying to use Empoleon as like the killing blow, right? Actually, there is a decent chance he does actually just straight up reach that. 34 is a lot of damage, and the paralysis also really sucks. Luckily enough, it seems like it didn't hit. So we should be able to finish off Camerupt here. We do, so that's nice. That's the only one we really had a, like... We need to take care of that one quickly. That's the only one, though. We have an 81% chance of finishing this thing off. Also, we didn't have the leader, which... I don't know, like... There's not an absolute need to get Hanbei, because, like... Regieleki doesn't really help us that much, per se. Like, it's a good unit, but... we don't particularly need it, that's the main thing. And yeah, this Breloom's just a wild Pokemon that we can apparently just one-shot. Guess it just didn't have much defense. As for Tentacruel, okay, it uses Sludge Bomb, but Sludge Bomb is kind of awkward to use on this stage. Oh, nice critical hit. I don't know if he won the guy. Depends on what he, I guess, gotten. I mean, Rotom Wash is good, but at 15%... Yeah, I was gonna say, I remember, like, recently getting a guy with Cerulege, but I guess that wasn't him. Which... I mean, we may as well just put this guy over where we are going to get his Perfect Link Pokemon, which is Flareon. So, yeah, next up I am going to try to take Illucio and Yaksha today. With the hope that we can just get KG. We've never had KG before, and I think... like I'm pretty sure KG either has the campaign where you also need to recruit 100 Pokemon, or it has the one where you need to get 40 warriors in your army. It's one or the other, but I believe it's the 100 Pokemon one. I mean, he is here, so like there's... It doesn't seem super far-fetched, put it that way. This is the team I brought. Tyranitar we want to kill with either Yoshimoto, Motochika, or Motonari, but preferably Motonari. Here's this poison dude. He's not very strong, literally. Like, we've got a pretty big advantage over a lot of the guys here. Like, what we're looking at, 23, 19, 15, 24, 16, 16. I mean, it depends. Yeah, a Heracross we kind of don't want over here. I mean, I guess you... Slacking's just, like, stat stick, I don't know. They didn't really have the greatest matchups, I think, against these guys. That's the main thing. Although we can hit... I don't know if Magnezone has top speed, which I'm really happy about. Because, yeah, we do a crap ton of damage on that Aurorus. And some decent damage on the other one as well. Right. Let's get you, like, over here. Yeah, move you there. I think I'm just gonna make him get over here. I mean, unless he decides to attack Magnezone, which I find slightly strange. Okay, he can reach Slaking, but you know, not that big of a deal, I think. Okay, he actually just goes back. So I guess we'll be dealing with... that's a little unfortunate, because I think we would have been able to obviously finish off the thing, right? Like, we would have been able to finish off probably this guy, Grafii. But, like, let's just start off with finishing off Sigilyph. That puts a Heracross in a way safer spot. And it also allows us to just get rid of Rotom. Just like press delete on it. Heracross, why don't you just go over here and deal with those two a bit. You can go over there. Barb Barrage doesn't do anything to us anyways. It's just a kill, but obviously we didn't really want that. Yeah, we're kind of in the range of that. Let's just let's just not get hit by that. So you two could just go and chill over here. Kartana should be able to handle Yeah, you know, Tyranitar. I'm hoping that he doesn't flinch. Good. That should be a kill. He goes after Slaking. Does decent amount of damage. That's probably because Slaking's not very strong. Don't. Okay, thank God. I was convinced he was gonna fucking take either Tyranitar or Kartana away, and that would have been a real pain in the ass. But yeah, this should guarantee us the recruitment of KG. Alright, well, Slaking, maybe you do a whole 9 damage. I can tell you one thing, this thing is pretty bulky. But with 2 steel types, he's not gonna beat us. I will say by the end of this, I'd imagine if we win this and we win Illusio, it's probably Terrera that's gonna be worst defended, but also, like, we've got high level Pokemon, so we can just throw what we need to there. We recruit 5 Pokemon. I think I might just throw in like Tyranitar there and put the rest somewhere else. Let's see, we definitely want KG. For the other ones, we don't have Jubei, so we definitely take him. Like, you're pretty strong at level 19. I think I'll leave it at that. I mean, they don't have many Pokemons, but still. Jubei is also a new one, so like getting him is like great. I think I'll put one in Terrera, and the other ones will put in Violite for right now. The thing is, there's also a trainer we want, or warrior we want, in Terrera, so. I mean, looking at Uchisato, it's 752, and you're 822, okay. Yeah, it makes a whole lot more sense for him to go after Ieyasu than it makes sense to go after us. Of course, we're still going to have to put our guys in there. So, the match I want to do is this one. We want to get this girl. So, real quick, let's see what we have left. I think we should have some dark types left. Oh, never mind. We used our dark types there. That is... We have the Rotom. We just go Rotom the Rotom. I mean, our weaker guys will just, like, weaken her as well in the process, but we still have, like, pretty decent guys here. But it's clear that we're basically using our entire army today, which is pretty impressive at, like, this portion in the game. Alright, let's see, 18%. This is looking quite likely that we are going to be forced into finishing it off specifically with the Rotom. Let's just put you as a target for Flygon, and then, like, unfortunately, Rotom is spawned at the worst possible spot for this. Although he is going that way. Does Frostmon even have Levitate? He's got Motonari. It's like, how much do you do? 34. But you can reach over there. Come on, hit it. Yeah, that should give her Tatsuki. Or Tatsuko, sorry. And this one's gone too. Should get a little bit more link. I mean, it really is not a question if, like, if Uji Sato decides to come over, if he's gonna attack, like, the whole army or not. I think we managed to... I think we've recruited Tatsuko before in the all-female storyline. That being said, I believe Tatsuko needs, like, one of the remaining Rotoms. As at the moment we have how many Pokemon? 53. So we're probably not going to recruit too many more. As for Yaksha, gosh, what is in Yaksha anyways? There's one thing I didn't look at is like legendary Pokemons that are available specifically in this storyline. There's Hydreigon and Spiritomb there. That's pretty neat. 806. It is higher than Ujiyasu, so it's a decent chance he won't come after us. But yeah, here's our last team with 1,000 that is gonna try and finish off Shingen. As we're stronger than them, though, that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, we got 2 legendaries on this team, and Ursaluna. Although it's a bit hard to predict where they'll be or who will they be sending out, right? Like, it makes not a lot of sense to. Well, you can go over there. The other 2 can go into Blue Portal or something like that, right? Can you even reach the Blue Portal now? Yeah, that is fine too. I'm actually gonna keep these guys over here. No, there's just a straight up decent chance that you'll just throw one of these guys through the portal and sacrifice it. It's not Rotom Frost or Incineroar. It's probably gonna be Dragalge. Or he's just gonna try and hit us with a Sludge Bomb from there. Gallade is, I guess, is gonna stay there. That's a little unfortunate, though. I really wouldn't say we've got great matchups there. Although, actually, this is really good. Sure, we don't get Shingen, but like, do we need Shingen? Like, we can't get his perfect Pokemon in this run. I know that for a fact. Blue gets us there, why not? Let's just go into it. Yeah, so the AI does the stupid thing of keeping their monsters constantly on the banners, so we don't have to really deal with Incineroar. Green Portal, alright. Charizard's going away. And you stay there, sure. One of the more threatening Pokemons that we don't have a direct effective damage against. Unlike this dude who will just kill. Shaluna, 27% is actually pretty high. Admittedly, I feel like we've been spreading our army like pretty well, all things considered. The burn there is very good. I think I will go after the Rotom instead. Sure. I think Charizard is probably gonna go back into the portal. That is why I didn't go into the portal myself. As it's literally just there to get hit by both Aqua Step or by Thunder Strike. Alright, I didn't really expect him to go off of the thing, to be quite frank. Hits his own guy for that. Fortunately, the perfect place is not there. If I do this, we do hit Charizard, we'll kill Charizard that way. But we'll have to move you somewhere else. We'll throw one of these at them. Then you're gonna Aqua Step him. Then you're gonna eliminate, hopefully, just Charizard out of there. And, like, to be honest, the other two don't have a whole lot you need to be doing, but sure, do this. I mean, it's only two left. Like, we've got this. Get a kill for Quackleval, who honestly isn't that bad. Aqua Step seems like a really good move. We're not gonna get Konoichi because it is, but like, whatever. I think Konoichi is ninja stories anyway. You know, for its perfect link. To be fair, like, I think none of the warlords we get here can get their perfect links. I think Kenshin and Shingen are exclusive to their specific story mode, and we already have the other guys' perfect link. And Konoichi, I think, is ninja stories. But hey, honestly, getting like a fighting type, it doesn't sound too bad though. So I'll probably go and get Kenshin. That was a good win. That Torterra is really busted. Like, well, he's 32 right now. It'll probably be like 35 at least by the end of this. Yeah. Quarkwall at 23 isn't bad either. We'll probably recruit everyone but... Oh, never mind. We can't recruit Shingen anyways, but... Yeah, we don't actually have that many ground types, so... Though I think we did just get a few. Out of these guys, I mean, what do you use? You use psychic moves. I don't think we'll get you. We'll yeah, 4 Pokemons. I don't really feel like bringing you. We'll send the 2 of them in Chrysalia. Looks like we found ourselves allies. The Pokemon appear to be pleased as well. Alright, we get some energy out of just, I think, dominating the board. And I think every single one of my units got played today. Which is not the most common. Yeah, which warrior has not seen use? Yeah, none of them. All of them have seen use. So let's see if the AI decides to go after Terrera. I don't think he will. Yeah, and instead he's going after Ieyasu, which makes more sense. Uchiyasu wins, but Ieyasu still has the other plays. Now, Masamune decides he's going to want to try and get a piece of Crackspur. Mitsuhide is going to try and retake, or is going to try and take a place from Oishi again. But once again fails. Ieyasu is going to try and just knock Ieyasu out of the game. And wins. Mitsuhide is done. So, yeah, that leaves... Ieyasu's team now is 26. Obviously, some of these guys had a decent amount of Pokemon. I mean, we could just check with this. Like this, I mean, he recruited a bunch of lads, but he's not very strong. I mean, they recruited a bunch of guys. Well, not that many actually, but I mean, capacity most of these guys is really like large, but they're just not really going for it. Now, pretty sure we don't need either of these, because it is looking like Ieyasu is going to once again, or his group is once again likely to be our the group of people that we're not going to recruit. Shigemoto we do not need. Toshimitsu and Murashiga I think we do already have. I think it was someone in the Avia group that we could still use, but Masamune now has 2 and Uchiyasu is 1. Uishi is spread into 2, and yeah, it's 4 more guys. Which is the question of, like, you know, how do we want to take this on? I mean, we have admittedly, like, 3 strong armies, But like for the next episode, it seems logical enough to at least if we could take Crackspur and Avia, we can probably just take Viperia the turn after and be probably fine. It's either that or we take all three of them in one turn. It just depends on what we prefer. The thing is that like if we take Viperia, if we take all three of them, we only have to defend Avia and Viperia, and that is the strong bit. But yeah, I mean, looking at it, Noishi's team only has 16 Pokemon. 26 at this point isn't that worrying. They have 13 and they have 16. So we're not that threatened by anyone here. We are still at 56, isn't that incredibly high amount, but like with the field dominance we have, we should absolutely be fine. We could go and check real quick what's in here. So like there's Arceus and such. There's no Flareon for... Oh, we definitely don't want to do that. There's no Flareon for Harunaga. There's also like Incineroar that we're trying to get, who I don't think appeared either. Actually, never mind. There is an Incineroar there, so there is some incentive to do that one. Who was the other? We got someone else, Yubei, who needs Metagross, who is only in Valora, so there might be some reason to go and capture Valora, even if it is for just a little bit. I mean, outside of that, like, did we get only 3 new ones? Like Jubei, we still need to get the perfect link for. Tatsuko, who needs... Tatsuko was the missing one. Yeah, Rotom Frost. There seems like there is going to be some reason to go and recruit some stuff in Valora. But I think I'll just quickly go and do some stuff here. Looking at this, we probably just want a flying type. Like, a flying type should just be enough. But we have to be very careful about not getting, of course, like, hit by them. I mean, we could put Sigilif. Sort of. If we, you know what? If we take Bibarel as well, they should be pretty weak. Although, looking at, like, the other enemies over here, I mean, Masamune admittedly is spread quite thin. We should take care of Masamune, definitely. All things considered, it doesn't look like it's particularly that viable to bring a flying type with us. We'll keep Tornadus by the hand, though. But, yeah, I'm going to send Umbreon and Sigilif and such over there and Pugilist, just so that we can real quick get Incineroar. Because that is one of the last missing ones we need. So, like, the big thing about Kazutoyo is that he does not appear in either the Junior War Lord story modes or the Unite Ronsai story modes. And those are really the 2 story modes that you can feasibly grind until all eternity. Like, the 100 Pokemon thing, like, you're always gonna be limited by the fact that eventually the AI is gonna, get enough Pokemons to, finish the 100 requirement. Alright, good, you're going that way. Umbreon is also like decently strong. You shouldn't take too much damage from this Incineroar. How much will this do? A miss. Alright, he's going over there. Good. So yeah, goodbye Blaziken. And hello, Incineroar. I think you should consider joining the team. Sorry, Sigiliv, you're gonna have to just take some abuse. Oh, it's Jubei. Yeah, it's fine. Time for Incineroar. Nice. That actually means that we have like 150 of the 163 normal warriors with perfect links, which is pretty nice. We only need 13 more, and we've got a few, of course, here with us. Although, you know, yeah, they do need to go like all the way up to Valora to get their perfect link, except for this one dude here. So yeah, we have 3 more guys, at least in the army there, to get that up to, or down to just 10 more warriors. So not bad. But yeah, this is the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It'll really help me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.